On Tuesday, former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin was found guilty of killing George Floyd. People across America and the world are reflecting on the verdict, including a legal expert at the University of Kentucky. Alex Valverde spoke with her about discussing cases like this in the classroom and her thoughts on what we could see as we approach Chauvin's sentencing.
When cases of racial injustice and police brutality gain national attention, UK Associate Professor of Law Courtney Lawler says the conversation finds its way into the classroom.
Talking about the systemic issues in the legal system that have allowed for some of this to flourish and to continue to grow in the way that it has, right? So that there's not accountability for police violence that we would expect and that we would hope in this country.
Lawler says she knows students are watching and are affected by cases like the murder of George Floyd. And the conversation continues with the case, not just at the university, but across the country. After jurors deliberated for more than 10 hours over 2 days, Derek Chauvin was convicted of second-degree unintentional murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter. But in Minnesota, he only faces sentencing for the highest conviction, second-degree murder. If that's the case, does it matter that he was found guilty on all 3 charges? Lawler says yes.
If for some reason, on appeal, for example, the Court of Appeals found there was some problem with the second-degree conviction, maybe the jury instructions were given inaccurately or something happened specific to the second-degree murder charge that the Court of Appeals was concerned with. And if for some reason the Court of Appeals said we are overturning the second-degree conviction, then those other 2 lower convictions would still stand.
And Lawler says she does think Chauvin will appeal the verdict. As for the 3 other officers involved who are awaiting trial, she expects them to think seriously about a plea agreement after Chauvin's convictions.
If I were in their shoes, I certainly would.
Looking even further ahead, Lawler hopes to see this case be a step towards systemic change. Alex Valverde, LEX 18 News.